Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 and the Fate of Iberia expansion. So since it's taking so long for us to get the cultural acceptance up over here, it's like actually going down. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing that's making it go down. Yemeni culture promoted in the Sheikdom of Alto Aragon, 3.7. Oh, what's happening is our vassal here, of course it'd be him of all people, he's converting the provinces. Damn. Alright, so yeah, it's going to take even longer than I was anticipating. I don't even know if we'll be able to do this, and there's not really a whole lot of counties left that still have it since that just got converted. But you can see that you got a different culture here, so Catalan is not that many locations either. And it's still more, yeah, like a couple more, but yeah, this is unfortunate because it's taking so long. But it is what it is, guys. But because it is taking so long and we haven't changed the icon, a lot of people wanted me to, I just threw something on there, a new icon, just onto their base one here. Because again, I was trying not to change it until after we changed everything else up. I wanted to do it all at the same time, but this was really quick to do. And doesn't look great. I picked the color based on the color here, try to get as close to this color as possible. There wasn't really a whole lot of options here, color-wise. If we just go take a look at this real quick. This is what we got. So there's that one. Frankly, I think that one kind of looks better. Well, you know what? We might use that one just because it looks better, even though it's not as close color-wise to the religious color. But yeah, I kind of like that one better, the darker one. So we'll go with that. But yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot of options. Could have done green, and green would actually look better with the red and yellow. You know, the religions have their own kind of colors for the crescent, so it's kind of what I was going based off of. This one's more green. That's why I went for the blue or whatever, but yeah, that's fine. We'll go for that blue one. The dark one looks better. So is this his last trait? It looks like it. It'd be impatient, patient, and calm. Geez, impatient and calm don't fit well together. So we really need to get something else here, but there's not really anything else that's decent. You can go with shy, the calm, diligent, shy character, but man, shy can be a rough trait sometimes. It can be at times. There's also gluttonous. Now shy does boost learning and makes us better when it comes to like hostile schemes. So there is that, and he's gonna be intrigue focused. So I suppose you can make the argument that shy would be the best for him. The gluttonous isn't really going to help us at all. It's more of a penalty than anything else. Shy is kind of a penalty too. You get a lot of stress from that sometimes, like going to feast and whatnot. But you know what? I think I'd prefer impatient, but we haven't had a shy character, so let's go with that. If we do in fact end up becoming him, but I'm not excited about his traits, honestly. He's got the diligent, but the other two are just whatever. So we'll see how the rest of our sons do. And more penalties over here, unfortunately. To get a martial perk. So that's going to be the Peacemaker one. Allow us to end the wars a little quicker. We cannot go to war again with Castile for some time. It's going to be... Actually, that's right. Because we're in the hostility phase, wars can be rather frequent. So we could go ahead and declare war on him again, which he should be weaker than he was, though not significantly weaker. We have our allies, and they might be in a better situation this time than they were last time. Maybe we should actually wait until they're not doing any wars of their own. Though that one's a far one. He probably got pulled in with an ally from a marriage or something like that. But he's actually at war here. And he is the defender as well, so probably shouldn't pull him into another conflict. So yeah, maybe wait. Obviously we're impatient, but oh, did we kill Prince Ali, or did he just die? It looks like he just died, so we don't even have to attempt to assassinate him. So that works out. Now we also got all his stuff. So he had some armor here. I think our grandfather gave that to him. He also had a crown. Okay. He had a warhammer. Alright, so we're going to actually get some nice items here. He's he was constructing a ton of stuff, or I don't know where else. Yeah, he didn't get it from his father. So yeah, he must have been constructing it. Yeah, this is the Greater Armada event. We've had this one several times now. But not with this character. With the impatient, brave, greedy character. So you say, I don't want a ship design, I want a ship of pure silver. We would probably not do that as a greedy person. Consider the Endeavor sponsored. Maybe. I mean, you get some bonuses, but I mean, this one's pretty helpful. The Master Shipbuilders. It's only for that one sheikdom. Yeah, nice holding taxes and development growth. We don't have any money. I mean, we did just inherit all that money. Do we want to grant that out immediately? I think not. So we're going to say those funds can find better use elsewhere. All right, so we got the money here, and we got all his titles. So we want to grant out this barony, but before we give anything out, I'm going to forget if I don't do this now. So let's go ahead and again search for secrets against this Emir. I don't know if we'll find anything. We had no luck last time. I don't know if this was the same Spymaster, or if it was somebody worse, somebody better. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. But yeah, let's go and get these titles granted out. We already know we're going to give out this one because, you know, it's, oh yeah, that's right, they're Yemeni, so we can't grant it out that way. But yeah, we can go ahead and grant this one out to somebody, maybe a good knight. Could have swore there's somebody I said I wanted to reward before. You know, we gave the last title out to the guest. But I feel like there's somebody that needs to be rewarded. Now, we could increase his holdings. He's a knight here. But yeah, I'd prefer to give it to somebody who doesn't hold any territory already. Maybe this guy? Is that the guy who bled for us? The guy who got injured? I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it's him, but I could be wrong. Could give it to our brother. I think that's who I said I wanted to reward. But you know what? We're going to reward this guy first. We'll give him the that one barony at least. So we'll grant him that. And then we also can give a title to our brother, Prince Muhammad. I did want to take a look at him and see if he's really good at anything. Not really. Yeah, he's got that prowess, so at least he's serving us as a knight. And nothing else that's really all that impressive. Despite being quick. But yeah, we'll give him a title, I think. So the question is which one to give him. So let's go and take a peek. Obviously, we have all these ones. If these are, then we got to give these out to Aragonese. They are. So we could boost that. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. I know that these might not be the least profitable locations, but we just got to get that up some. I don't know how else to do it other than grant it out to locals. So let's going to grant that one out. I did want to see where we're at now. We're at 33%, so we can keep on boosting this. If we just keep on granting it to locals. I could also take a look and see if there's anybody who's Aragonese already with us. I don't know if it will pick somebody like that, but yeah, you could just grant it to him. And I imagine that would result in him getting the bonus for us. It's interesting to try. Because yeah, with this way, it's a random person, so like maybe you want to pick somebody who has the best skills and go through it that way. And that's how you grant it out, and he's got the best skills. And he's not even in our court, so this would be advantageous for us. So let's go ahead and grant him this title here. And it does boost it by a lot. Does it boost it more when you do it this way? I'm not entirely sure. Well, that's almost 5% when we were only getting like 3%. So let's do that. And we're down under our limits. We've given out the two that were Aragonese. And where do we stand? Let's just take a look at this. Up to 38%. It's still going to go up really, really slow until we get out of the hostility phase, which I'm not sure how we're moving on that. It's 686 towards it. Okay. And we could always do things to get it to happen quicker, but I don't know how much we impact that since we're not involved. I'm not sure. It's all mechanics. I'm still kind of learning myself. So almost getting the control up there. There's a lot of places got to get control up, get that money going. We're actually earning a decent amount now. And our wife continues to help us. Getting all kinds of bonuses with that high stewardship she has. Faction disbanded. Probably not. Nope, not the dangerous faction, which remember we do have that happening right now. And every time I seem to mention it, that's when it happens. Almost as if mentioning it is what spawns the event. Alright, so let's go ahead and fight these guys. And is that it? No, there's an army up there as well. So 2 armies over here. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just raise up here. And you know what? Let's not do it that way. We should only need the men-at-arms. So let's just slow this down a little notch here. And is this the inspiration? Yes, it is. So it's a masterwork, and it is a pedestal item. I wasn't sure. But that does result in us getting increased prestige and court grandeur. So we'll take it. That's not super helpful, but one thing I did forget to check is those items that we just got. So let's go and take a look and see if what we had gotten from him is actually better. I don't think so. Yeah, I think we got the best armor here. We do have a new weapon that we didn't have before. That's going to increase our prowess. Currently, our prowess is at 23, so we're not too shabby right now. And we're just going to make it better. Let's go and get that item assigned. Do we have any additional trinkets? Just the worm on the string, which we don't care about. I thought that was depreciating a lot quicker. Apparently not. Then we have the crown. So that's a fine crown. That's going to increase our prestige gain and courtier and guest opinion. All right, excellent. So we've almost filled them all out. Then I suppose we're going to take a look at the royal court because we have some items in here as well. So these are all of our items. So we don't want to do it that way. Let's get this pedestal item established, and that's going to get us some prestige and more court grandeur. All right, excellent. I almost want to go ahead and spend more court grandeur because we're not getting a really useful one. This one here, where they get the special traits. We could be getting that for all of our sons, particularly whoever is going to be our heir. So yeah, it would be really useful. And since we're the administrative court, that means everybody's, administrative skill, steward skill, would be going up by 1. Eventually, if you get it high enough, it even goes up by more, by 2, I think. So yeah, this would be really helpful, and not just for our heirs, but for anybody who's a courtier that might potentially like inherit lands or be given lands or something. So yeah, let's continue to boost this, guys. We've already got the decent fashion, giving us more prestige, so could boost that further. Get a bit more court grandeur here. We've got the small lodgings, and I almost think we will get that one. You got the food one. That can result in characters getting fat. So let's go with this one here, and that'll boost it up some. And it's going to cost some money, of course. But that's alright. Just try and get it up to level 5. Baseline's currently at 41, excuse me. So that would get us to level 5. So let's just let it tick up. Get ourselves some bonuses. So we could call our allies into this war. Obviously not necessary. Forgot we were fighting this little rebellion. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack over here. And yeah, now he's trying to take off. I should have just let him move there. Too late now. And he knows he can't leave, so we'll go get him wiped out, and then we'll move south to take out that guy who's on the move. Maybe to join up with the other rebels, perhaps. And of course we failed. I admit defeat. We suck. We knew that was going to be a failure. We tried. He's just not capable. His learning is so low. It's just not his thing. And he's impatient, which I think that gives you penalties too. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe though. We have to hover over it to learn. I guess we could take a look at that real quick. You'd think that would give you some penalties. Nope, just based on our learning. You think impatient would make it more difficult to learn a language, but apparently not. So we can't learn any languages. Might as well boost opinion. Suppose we could do the steward here. Who is the powerful vassals that we've not allowed into the council? This guy is actually decent. He clearly was not a powerful vassal at the time. Yeah, because I thought he was a different guy. He's decent, but he's not as good as anybody else that's here. I mean, he could kick the Emir out because we're already attempting to kill him. And yeah, he's not as good. And if he joins a rebellion, then I can just take his titles that way. So probably just going to kick him out and replace him with this guy. They have the same diplomacy. This sheik here would be really good as a steward, but then you got to find a new spot for him. Suppose you could rotate these around a bit and get rid of Gomez. But yeah, he's doing a decent job at his current yeah, Simon here, so I might want to keep him doing that. But yeah, he's really good, so this is super important for the cultural acceptance, so I feel like we got to switch him out. So we'll swap them to get him coming on over here, and then switch the steward out, and the new steward, Emir Mundur, switch him out with the Sheik, piss him off, but who cares. And then we still got that other character here that we haven't given a spot yet. And I would like to. Yeah, I'd like to give him a position. Problem is that then we gotta fire Gomez. And he's not as good. I don't really want to piss Gomez off. I guess if we give him a title or something, he'd still like us. I don't know, I think we'll just keep things as is, but eventually maybe we'll rotate him out. It makes sense to do so. What is this notification about? Probably just the low counties in control. I didn't see what was lighted up there, but not important apparently. And with the battle one, we also won the war, or the rebellion. Alright. So let's go ahead and enforce our demands. Yeah, because we captured him. And maybe we'll hire him. Yeah, we're not a vengeful character. He could be ransom for a hook. He doesn't have any money. We need more knights, guys. So, and he's already Muslim and Yemeni. Yeah, let's just recruit him. Could also get the weak hook, another opinion drop, and there's really not anything to do with it. So let's just make him a knight. Let's go and expand our troops. So I got to pay for these guys. All right, excellent. So now we got a better knight. I guess that's one way to improve your knights without, doing that marriage exploit. You just have a lot of rebellions, constant rebellions here, and put them down. Luckily, the rebellions are really small. They could be much larger and more difficult to put down. And he wants to purchase, or she, excuse me, the Queen of Aquitaine, wants to purchase a truce with us, and I have no intention to attack her. And yeah, this is beneficial to us. And let's not forget, she told us about that traitor. She was honest. So yeah, and you get 125 gold, so let's take it. So we now have the money for agents, so we might go ahead and get that started soon, but let's see what we find here. Nothing. He says, I do not believe we'll ever find anything either. There's less going on here than a graveyard at noon, so more than likely not going to find anything, but let's have him do it one more time. Because likely we're not going to get any agents, so we're going to have to pay for them all. So if we could get just one using a secret, it would be super helpful. So yeah, let's go and start this scheme up, and we'll see if there's any agents for hire. It's hard to say. Yeah, he seems to keep his court in line, man. No secrets. At least we can't find any. Nobody willing to act against him. Maybe that Dread. Yeah, I think it might be that Dread, guys. Because nobody's acting against him. Unfortunately for us. And so the chance of success here is 5%. Yeah, that's terrible. More than likely, this game will be discovered. Let's just see who this is. They must want an insane amount of money or something. No, only 60. We gain stress, though, every time we do this because we're greedy. But yeah, we're still going to do it because that's what we raised the money for. We have a goal here. We're spending the money for a purpose. Let me just see if there's anybody here that it's just not telling us we have. Nope. Alright, well, we got an agent. We're at 24%. That's not bad at all, guys, for one agent. So maybe we can get it done. So he is done with the control. Probably going to need to boost it in quite a few places that we currently own. Looks like here needs to be done. So we'll do that one next because that one's just not as low, so we can get it up and finish sooner. And then move over here because that's where they have the high development here, or higher development anyway. All right, so yeah, things are working out. Things are moving along, guys. We are still trying to move this up. We got 38% now. It's taking its time. So our cat has revealed a secret. We look down, see that our cat has dropped a scroll at my feet. Sealed in my vassal Wali Zaid's distinct style. Given into curiosity, I skim the text. The love I hold for another. Okay, so It's a disputed heritage. Interesting. Alright, so we can just go and expose it. It's one of our vassals. Let me see who this guy is over here. Alright, so he's there. I see. Yeah, let's use the secret, I guess, to blackmail him. We don't have to blackmail him and get a hook that we really can't use. I don't even know what we use it for. I guess we could just keep the secret for now, since that doesn't ever expire while all the hooks do, and we won't decrease his opinion. So let's just hold on to it, because yeah, there's not really anything to do with it. Yeah, right now we're just looking for another agent. We'll see if the secret reveals anything. Probably not. We've tried for a while. This is not the first attempt here to find secrets. And so we could just move the Spymaster over, but even then you got an incredibly low percentage. So what we might want to do is have our wife switch over for a little bit, but if she does that, then we'll be over the holding limit. So something you probably don't want to do until like the last minute. Now, I'm not entirely sure how good she is. Not great. Okay. So yeah, it's not really much of a boost. It still helps, I suppose, if we're just trying to get this done. But yeah, I don't know if it's the best way. But yeah, I think his dread's causing problems here. Can't get anybody to act against him. Maybe they all love him. Who knows? So Aiden has gotten another trait. It looks like, oh wow, he's sadistic. Well, that's interesting. So he's impatient, sadistic, and arbitrary. And handsome as well. I think this is an interesting character. I feel like we're probably going to let him keep the sadistic trait. That also increases his intrigue and prowess, his dread. So I think we'll keep that. You could have him be ambitious instead, which gives a lot of bonuses. But if he's ambitious and he's not the heir, it'll cause problems. I'm not entirely sure who will play as, but I kind of feel like, oh man, I don't know. This character seems like it'd be really fun to play as. Well, we'll see what we do here. But could instead go up paranoid. Yeah, I think we're going to leave him with the sadistic. So that's a potential character to play as, I guess. We got a ton of sons we're going to have to disinherit in order not to have too many titles go out. I don't know how exactly we're going to do it, because I don't really want our kingdom to fall apart. Luckily, we're still pretty young, but you never know what can happen. Could die in a battle or something. I didn't realize we were on speed 3 there. So let's speed this up. But Idris, who's our eldest son, who we've already assumed won't be... we haven't even been raising him, so he's just getting traits from whoever his guardian was. He actually ended up being kind of alright with that intrigue education. Webweaver, that's not too bad. And his traits are fickle, compassionate, and temperate. Wow. Okay, compassionate's a rough one to play with. Fickle is fun in a roleplay sense. You're just changing your mind and being unpredictable. And then you got the temperate, enjoying things in moderation. So yeah, these are certainly different traits, but as you can see, he's not great, but it might not have updated yet either. Let me just pop back in there. Yeah, I don't think it's updated just yet. So yeah, we just need to give it a second, and then we'll be able to look at what his traits are. I mean, really, it's just going to go up by the, 5, I think. Yeah, so we'll get his intrigue up to 9. Yeah, but interestingly, he's better at diplomacy. What's this guy want? He wants to pay homage, but not with any money. That's okay. We'll take the court grandeur and prestige and all that good stuff. And this is another event about that secret tunnel. So we've seen this before. We do want to progress it, but not with this percentage. So might be better just get the hostile scheme resistance in this sense. Because yeah, we don't want to progress it until we get the percentage better. So yeah, we'll just do this one. Although, being impatient, maybe we'd want to just get it going even if it's going to fail. So this is a secret, it seems. He was actually able to find a secret. And it's held by him. Okay. So in this case, I'm not entirely sure what we'd do with a blackmail here. Yeah, I'm not sure what we'd do with a blackmail. Because you can't modify the vassal contract, but there's not really a whole lot to be done here that you'd need to use a hook for. So yeah, I don't think we'd use it for that. Could just revoke a title and then use a hook to do it. But yeah, he hasn't committed any crimes yet. So yeah, taking a title would result in tyranny, even if you have a hook. That just makes him do it without rebelling, or makes it less likely. Or I suppose you're more likely to succeed. Might just be better to expose the secret. I don't know. I suppose you have his lover that we can take a look at. Yeah, we could do that and see if we can't blackmail her, though her chance of acting against him is fairly unlikely. So this is her right here. We can try to blackmail her. See if that's effective. 100% chance of success, so she really doesn't want that secret out. But would you kill your lover just to keep the secret from coming out? I don't know. But yeah, this is a gift. We're gonna accept that. So yeah, he's just he's not even, yeah, okay, he's not even generous. We'll accept it though. 255 gold, that's helpful. We actually have a lot of money now. We might just go ahead and spend that because the money isn't really helping us with getting any agents. So our antiquarian is concerned about the durability. I think we had decided to allow this one, whoops, to just appreciate because we don't need it. Could grant it to somebody, I suppose. There's always that, but you don't really get a large opinion boost for that. If I was to grant it to anybody, it'd be our son, but this is probably better than that, guys. The keepsake of a powerful laminar armor, and hostile scheme resistance is up by 2 and prestige is up. So yeah, let's do that. That makes sense. So apparently I read that wrong in 2 ways. So the first one is that it's going to become a trinket. I didn't see it was a trinket. I thought it was something that goes in the court. So I mean, it doesn't really matter because we have an opening here. The other thing I misread is that was the better armor that we had, unfortunately. So yeah, that's not what I meant to do. So now this one's going to be our main armor because I did the wrong one. Now, none of them were great. It wasn't a great one, but it was slightly better than this one. So it is unfortunate that we did that, but again, it's what it is. But let's go ahead and get this placed. And we have money, so there's no reason not to go to war now. I completely forgot that I wanted to do that. We do need to arrange a marriage for our eldest son. Apparently I hadn't done that yet. So we'll need to go about doing that. As far as his skills, he's really not that impressive. Again, one reason why I kind of want to get him replaced. He is a knight, so he'll fight for us. Our second son is 14. He is betrothed. Yeah, we got to get a marriage for the eldest. I don't think we'll make him wait too long, right? We'll let him wait a little bit longer. He doesn't have to get married right away. And we'll have this notification up here so that we don't forget about it. But yeah, let's go ahead and spend maybe a little bit of money here, and then we'll get this war started. There's not really any reason to wait any longer. So yeah, let's see what we can construct. I think, yeah, we're done at the capital. So we'll just go and build something up over here. And, you know, let's get this. I was going to say we could do this because we need more defender advantage. But we also need more money, and this does give us 1 defender advantage. But yeah, when I was looking at that battle here, I was kind of concerned because we didn't get a lot of advantage bonuses in our own town, our own county. So we'll get that constructed, and with the rest of the money, we'll probably save that for the war chest, so we don't go all deep in debt again. But yeah, we should be able to declare war on him, and he does have, that's still a decent number of troops, slightly more than us. And remember, he has access to the Templar Knights. He's got about as much money as we do, so he'll probably hire mercenaries. But his only ally is one of his vassals, where we'll have 2 much stronger allies. I think we were waiting until the wars were over here. I think that's what I was waiting on. He's actually losing this one, so he's going to be pretty weak. We don't have to call him in. Just pulling in 1 would be enough, but he's also fighting a war, but that war's about to be won. The problem is he's probably really far away. Okay. He's also in debt, so you might want to wait just a little bit here. And we were able to blackmail her, and the question is, can we get her in the scheme? I would assume not. Yeah, you can see there's nobody we can invite at this moment. And yeah, I guess we gotta accept. Just keep going to these damn feasts. Everybody's just throwing feasts all the time. Too much money in the realm, that's what the problem is. And you know, this will help us reduce some of that stress. And it looks like we got another event here. The same one, actually. Okay. That's helpful. And we can get more money from the Sheik. I always like when these events pop up, and then you can just increase their feudal taxes without actually having to do anything with that. So yeah, let's just do that. And you'll get in the hook, you could do it that way too. But I would have used it for taxes, so. And that's the character whose taxes we just increased. So the feast is dwindling down. I find myself deep in conversation with my feeble steward, Sheik. I have no idea what his name is. Guilhem, maybe? He inquires about my opinion on investment opportunities, a subject he is deeply interested in himself. So we could say it's a subject that fascinates me as well. I say I could not care less, or that I'm more interested in you. Well, I would say we probably don't care that much about it. We actually don't have very high stewardship. We're getting that huge bonus from our wife. So we probably don't care about investment opportunities all that much, but we are really greedy, so maybe. No, we probably wouldn't want to invest money, we just want money, so maybe not. Well, becoming a friend with the Sheik is helpful as well. Could lie, we're not really an honest character. We're not like a blunt, like a real blunt person. Probably just lie to him. So yeah, we'll just go with that, even though we're not interested in it. But we want to be more friendlier with our vassal over here. So yeah, just trying to wait until this war here is done. Hopefully it'll be done soon. I don't want to wait too long, because I mean, we got a martial character over here and we need to use him. So this is a friendship. We did establish a friendship, it looks like. So that's helpful because he's the steward. He's good at his job. And yeah, he's a vassal, so a powerful vassal. Even if he just has the one county there. So that'll reduce our stress. We'll get a huge health boost. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so I mean, there was no choice there, but yeah, that was helpful. Very helpful. And we return home. We don't even have any stress to lose because of that friendship event. And our son did learn another language. I swear it's not working properly, man. It says your son learned the Iberian vulgar language. We'd already gotten this event with him. Now it's working with him. He's getting it. This is his second language. Yeah, it just feels like it's... I thought I was reading it wrong, but I'm not. So there's no little thing up here, and you can still... No, it says he's still studying language, so it's like popping up when it's not supposed to, when it's not done yet. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. He is stressed out. He's probably failing at learning it. That's what I think is happening, and we're getting notifications saying that he learned it when he failed. And that's increasing his stress, which is why he's now a comfort eater. I think that's what's happening here, guys. Yeah, most likely. Just kind of bugged out or whatever. Remember, this is that sadistic character. So he eats for comfort. But yeah, I'd like to do this war. I mean, I guess we could spend the money. We don't have to hold on to all of it. I don't know where to build, though, because I don't know what the hell we're keeping. I mean, if we let all of our sons inherit, we wouldn't keep much of anything. I think you'd only keep, like, probably just these 2 titles is what I'm thinking. Since we have so many sons to inherit. I mean, good God, look at them all. Yeah, because we don't have any daughters, do we? So yeah, it's just straight 6 sons here. So, yeah. It would all be given out and we'd only get this territory. So I guess you just keep on constructing here for now, just in case I die randomly. Kind of build these up. Obviously, the capital's already built up. I mean, the plan is to not let all those territories be lost, but, you know, sometimes things don't go as planned. Maybe another potential agent over here? We'll see. Let's go and blackmail him. 100% chance of acceptance. We'll see if we can't get him into the plot. And if he just finished that war, he did. So I think he lost territory. But that means he can restore his manpower and help us in this conflict. And he did finish up his language. I'm not entirely sure it's working properly, guys. Well, he's already old, so we won't have him learn anymore. He's got the Iberian one. That's what's important. But yeah, I kind of feel like that's bugged and it's not working properly. Because, yeah, they're not actually learning the language it says that they're learning. Still got to get a marriage for the eldest son, of course. And our mother died. and apparently we didn't like her that much because we didn't take any stress from it. She was 71. At that point, you're just like, you know, they had a good long life. I can't speak for everyone, but for me, it'd be time to go at that point. I don't really want to live into my 70s. Poor manners. So, somebody's over here burping. Which character is it? Okay, so it's him, who does so much in our court. Very helpful character, good learning here. So we can say that he's a man of Allah. Let us treat him as such. I was going to say treat him with respect. That would result in us getting quite a bit of stress because we're impatient. You say, Alama or not, Quaward will learn proper manners. This will actually increase our dread and decrease opinion with him, which, again, he does do so much in our court, so, I don't know, he's the doctor. He would be a powerful agent against us. Something to consider. Or we could say, oh, come on, like, we haven't all had to let one loose before. And we'd still gain stress, just for being impatient. It's just trying our patience as his gas, apparently. You know, he's a warrior, a soldier, traveling with the armies. Like, I just don't think he would care. Like, I've been in the army. Yeah, you're going to see a lot worse things than some burping or passing gas or whatever. I mean, like, yeah, I don't think he would care. But various courtiers seem to care. And apparently he is one of them. That peasant leader who we've made a knight, and frankly, he's not even that good. But he says, my sultan, that was wholly inappropriate. Certainly, you must agree. I feel like I'm going to get impatient with this guy, honestly. So yeah, I think we're just going to go with this route, because I don't see him caring. Yeah, we'll do that. We lose some court grandeur, of course, but we'll take it back up eventually. So yeah, I want to do this war here, but we got to get our allies in it. And, oh, the secret was exposed. I never did take a look. I ain't entirely sure who got the secret exposed. Well, he's an adulterer, so yeah, he had his secret exposed here. Yeah, I won't be able to arrest him for that or anything, and I suppose his lover wasn't willing to join anyways, but we do have this guy, the Spymaster. I didn't realize that he was the Spymaster. Wow. Alright, so we can use the hook to force him in. And apparently we can also bribe her to come in, though might not be necessary now that we have the Spymaster. So, yeah, let's just make this happen now. Alright, so we got him and his agent. Of course, Spymasters are kind of tricky because they might not stay the Spymaster. We've seen that happen already before. Is he still in the conflict? No. Alright, so they're both at peace, but they got to build up their troop numbers. He already has. I guess you could just wait to pull him in until he builds his troops and then pull him in so we can get this thing started. Yeah, let's do that, guys. But I did want the allies in here because, you know, he's already got more troops than us and he can pull more, and he probably will pull in more. But yeah, let's go and declare war, but what are we going for? Let's take a look at our options. So of course we could just seize these here. That's a little bit of prestige, but that does not result in us getting it ourselves. We would just be getting it, the vassal, if we go these rounds. With the Conquer of the Duchy, I think we still lack, yeah, the prestige to do these, unfortunately. That would be the best way to go. Could wait until we get up higher and then declare war, but you can actually do these wars fairly quickly. I mean, I guess these wars are kind of difficult because he's got so many troops. Maybe I should wait. Again, I know we're impatient, but this is... Yeah, I mean, it's actually going to take longer to conquer this territory this way. So if you're impatient, you realize that, which he's a military man, so you would think he would. Yeah, I feel like it'd be best to just wait till we get to 675, right? Do we have the fame level? We do not. So that's another thing to consider, is we got to be illustrious, which we might get there in time. Yeah, this is such even numbers here, which I know it looks higher, but that counts our allies. Such even numbers, maybe we should just wait. Kind of sucks, but that might be the best way to go. And no secrets left to find, but I'm not so certain. But you know what? Actually, we don't want to need any more secrets. We just need to get this sped up. So let's have him support schemes so we can get this done. We're at 9 months now. That shaved off, it looks like 4 months because our Spymaster is so good. So Marital Confidentiality. I'm contemplating whether to share something with my wife the next time we are by ourselves, away from listening ears. the things I've learned about that Spymaster guy would be of great interest to her. So we can reveal the secret or we can gain stress. Yeah, we'd probably blabber about it. He seems like a blabber, especially in bed. So yeah, sure, we blabbered it out. Hopefully she doesn't reveal it or something happened. You know, more people will know. Harder it is to keep a secret. But before we get this done, we'll have to see. So he has finished conversion. Right, excellent. Because now I think we only have the one county left, just down here, which I don't even know if I want to convert it, because this is our one Jewish county. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of cool having a Jewish county here. You don't really see a lot of actual Jewish territory around the world. It's just not very common in the game. So it's just kind of interesting having that here. But, you know, we converted all the Christians, so honestly, we wouldn't, as a Muslim, we wouldn't probably have converted anybody. Wouldn't even bothered. Just let them worship how they want. Maybe have some penalties or whatever, some extra taxes. But, yeah, we probably wouldn't have converted them. But you do have the continuous rebellions if you don't. You can see here with the popular opinion. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to not have all these rebellions. Even if they are easy to put down, they're still a problem. So we'll convert them, I suppose. So Ottman has come of age, and he got the intricate web weaver. So basically the same as his older brother, but I feel like he's probably a better character. Let me just give him a second to update here. And the betrothal has been fulfilled, so he's also already married, so I don't have to arrange a marriage for him. A faction has disbanded, but was recreated. Okay. And of course they're married. Alright, so we do need to find a marriage for our son, our eldest. I think we'll do that next episode. Yeah, we'll arrange it for him next episode. He's still young. It's fine. But hopefully they'll start having some giant babies. That'd be awesome. But this is how he looks, guys. So just looking at the two eldest here. Obviously, diplomacy is Idris. He's much better. What about Marshall? They're pretty close, but he's slightly better. Stewardship. Yeah, Ottman is better at that, so that's another reason to kind of pick him. Intrigue, obviously he's way better at that, and that's due to his traits. And then learning, he's better at that too. And then prowess, he's slightly better as well. So yeah, he's the better one. He never learned that language. I think he failed at that too. He learned at least one language here. So he's clearly the better of the two of our eldest sons. Then you got him coming in at third. I don't know. It looks like an interesting character to play as well. Though we would be doing martial education back to back here with these two characters. It happens, of course, but something to consider. But yeah, I'd love to hear guys' opinion. I know we're still waiting for them to continue growing up, just to kind of see what happens with them. Abu Bakr is calm, craven, and patient. He's got the robust trait. So he already has all of his traits here. Looking at Aiden. Yeah, we already know about Aiden. What about Kali? He's got the compassionate and trusting. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like it's going to be one of those two characters. And we don't really know much about him, but we could now have him be under us. Because we're better at this than this character, Gomez. So we'll become his guardian. Since, we only have the one son now that we're working on. Alright, so we'll educate him. And that's something I wanted to do. I didn't know if we'd had time to do it. Because I didn't know when we finish up the one son. Of course, could have done some math to figure it out, but chose not to. So, never do math if you don't have to. I actually don't mind math that much. Not as much as most people do, I suppose. But yeah, we're now at this point just waiting. I mean, we're about to get the gallant trait. That's excellent. That's more martial, more prowess, more monthly prestige, which is what we're waiting on. We're waiting on the prestige. It's slow going, guys. Yeah, this is going to take a long time to get to 675. That's 103, and we're going up by 6.12. So there's some math for you right there. I mean, maybe 17 months. Yeah, about 17 months or so. And then, of course, we also got to get up to the illustrious, which, yeah, that's not going up any quicker. Of course, we have the events. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is going to take a while. Prestige needs to go up quicker, honestly. So maybe we could look in decisions and find some stuff that would allow us to increase that. Maybe just go on hunts. You know, we don't have the the problem with the stress, but yeah, why not? Why not go on a hunt? Spend the money on that. We need to commission another artifact too. So something to look at, spend that money on. But let's go and call a hunt first. So we can get some opportunities to increase our prestige. That'll be helpful. I guess we can go commission an artifact now, I suppose. I don't know how expensive this one's going to get, but what are we looking to do? We can expect that this probably is going to be a great item, maybe. But usually you only get the great items when somebody's inspired. We don't have any regalia, so let's go with that. And that can boost our prestige as well. So just try and find some ways to increase prestige here. Just try and make that go up a little bit faster. Because yeah, it's just going too damn slow. And had another faction created against us. The same character keeps on creating that faction. They're expanding and creating it again. I don't know what he's doing. We got a hunting event here. As we ride deep into the sheikdom of Qualit Ayub, the ground grows wetter and the air grows heavier. Suddenly, from out of the greenery surrounding us, a giant of a man appears, hulking in layer upon layer of dirty clothing. "Explain yourself," he shouts. "What are you doing in my marshland?" So it's Shrek, essentially. Wants to know why we're in his swamp. This is him here. I feel like this is a recruitable character right here. So we can say, "Your marshland, is it? Then show us around." Let's get us 500 lifestyle points for the stewardship. Okay. Then we'll get the local guide plus 2 prowess. The diplomacy challenge would result in a 60% chance of success, and we'll get increased control growth only in that sheikdom. 39% chance we lose prestige. We don't want that. Or we can say, "Here's something to hunt finally," and then we hunt this guy down. I mean, we're not really cruel or whatever. Yeah, I don't think we'd do this one, honestly. I don't think we'd do the diplomacy challenge as a brave guy. Impatient brave guy. Probably not. Maybe this one. How many lifestyle points do you need? It's 1,000. Okay, I wasn't sure. But that would get us half. I mean, it's not really all that useful, honestly. But the local guide, increased prowess is fine. So we'll go with that. But I'm wondering, can we recruit this guy to court? Make him into a knight? That's what I want to do. He's going to pay for his travel expenses. Obviously, as a greedy character, we don't want to do that. But he'd be a fantastic knight. Let's make this happen, man. And let's get him married. Get some more giants in the land. So change up the filters here. And this is what we got. And this is not just the arranged marriage, just the fine spouse. So, not really many choices here. We have our half-sister. And she's... I'm not entirely sure who she is. She's a physician, though. Really good physician, in fact. She's probably better than our current character, but she's not in our court. Okay, so she's the sheik's court physician. I guess it's one way to bring her into your court, but yeah, she's a little too old for the purpose of her having babies. We do have our half-sister here who does need to get married. She's intelligent. Some intelligent giants. Yeah, I suppose you could make the argument that maybe she should be married off to somebody who isn't a lowborn character. But we found this guy and we like him. So we're going to bring him into our family. Why not? Apparently we do that with giants because this is not the first giant we brought into the family through marriage. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this and we'll see what happens here. So it will be of the dynasty. So let's go ahead and do a matrilineal marriage, of course. We want them to be of our dynasty. Alright, excellent. So now he'll be married to our sister when she comes of age. He'll stay in our court and act as a fantastic knight. And he's great. Brave and a giant. So he gets that 16 prowess here. That's not shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. Alright, so unfortunately we are going to have to end the episode here, guys. I was hoping to get into this war here. But yeah, we've unfortunately... I just don't really want to fight county for county. Though, it looks like he just lost a ton of territory over here. Because I could have swore he had all this. And Leon only had a little strip here. But look at that. The old King of Castile just lost a bunch of territory. And how many sons does he have to split the inheritance? Maybe only one. Although, there's actually a different character set to inherit over here. But he's going to get... He'll get Galatia. Is this a grandson or something? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, he's a grandson. I'm guessing he had a son who died. probably in the battle with us. Maybe. Yeah, I think that was in the battle with us. We killed his eldest son. I didn't even know that. But I think we did. I think he died in that war. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at who the sheik here is. Yeah, that's our sheik. He certainly didn't go to war with him on his own. So yeah, we killed his eldest son. So I wasn't even aware of that. But yeah, that's the grandson that would inherit. So he would take most of it. But this would split the kingdom up. So when he dies, which will likely be soon, although he has so many things boosting his health here. Oh yeah, he went down that route. So yeah, he's going to live a bit longer than you'd expect. Maybe mid, late 70s or something. I mean, he does have some injuries and grief, and he's obese. Yeah, just maybe a few more years. But once he does, this kingdom will split, and they'll be even weaker, easier to pick on. So, like, you know, we're a strategic character. You know, we're a brilliant strategist. We're impatient, but, you know, I feel like it makes a lot of sense to wait. I just don't want to do war after war for one county, especially when it's just so many high troop numbers. It doesn't make sense to do that. So, yeah, we'll wait until we're in a better position, either when the king dies or we have the prestige to take over an entire duchy. That's what I want to do. But we got to get the level of fame and the prestige. So that's what we're working on right now. I suppose another thing I was kind of wanting to wait on is for this to get completed, but yeah, we didn't get as far as I thought we would in this episode. So it's going to be 5 months. So it'll be next episode. We'll get him assassinated. Now, we do not inherit that territory. It will actually be split between his two sons. So his one son is going to get one of these. Looks like that one there. So he'll grab that one, and then the other son will get the duchy. And so what would happen is if you take out either of them, then they inherit the rest. I don't know. I don't know how advantageous assassinating this guy is going to be. Because, again, you got to take out 2 more characters to get it all. And even then, well, yeah, sisters don't typically inherit. A daughter would, but yeah, if he's dead, you just got to take those 2 out. And maybe would be... I guess the best way to do this is not to guess, but to look. Yeah, you take out the 2 sons, and then it'll be our character. Okay, so you got to assassinate a lot of characters in order to get control of that territory. But, you know, that's one way to go, I suppose. And we should be successful here, and we put a lot of money into it. Well, I guess we didn't put a lot of money into it because most of the points were gained from the Spymaster. So, yeah, we didn't invest that much time, I suppose. Yeah, we'll get him assassinated, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do next in regards to the intrigue. But yeah, the war, we'll have to wait, guys. And we don't want to attack Muslims right now either. Look at our piety. Good God, it's so low. And that's from the wars that we did against the Muslims. And also we're losing piety every month. So yeah, let's not attack any of our Muslim brothers, at least not in this stage here. But Castile, they're going down eventually. We'll attack them again. Hopefully this character will get him wiped out. Depends on how long he lives, but maybe. Because remember, they're going to lose all this kingdom over here. So this is all the territory he has over here. So this will be what he's got left. Is just this here. So it'll be much easier to defeat his son will be, or excuse me, his grandson will be, than the old king. A lot less troops to fight. Makes the war easier and not take so long. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you have a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next episode where hopefully we'll have the war against Castile. We'll arrange a marriage for our eldest son. I won't say heir because he probably won't be the heir unless we die randomly, suddenly. And we'll assassinate the Emir over here as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys on that video, and thanks for watching.